Now, jalapeno poppers are almost always a favorite appetizer, no matter what you're doing, whether it's a holiday party, a summer barbecue, or just a special time when you got friends over. So if you want to make jalapeno poppers, you have a lot of options. You could go straight cream cheese, you could do some sort of cheddar cheese, and you can add things to those cheeses, and that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be adding some cooked chorizo to our cream cheese and then filling the poppers and wrapping them with bacon. So let's go ahead and get these jalapenos prepped so we can get the filling in them, get them wrapped with bacon, and get them out to the grill. So I have 6 pretty good sized jalapenos here, so that'll give me 12 poppers. Let's go ahead and start prepping them. So what I want to do here is I just want to split this. Now, a lot of times people will leave the stem on. I'm not going to leave the stem on today. We're going to go ahead and take it off as close to the stem as we can, get that end off. Now, I'm using gloves when I'm prepping food. You should wear gloves if you're doing jalapenos, anything spicy like that, or be very careful. So now we have our stem end off. We're just going to go ahead and split it down the middle, just like that. Next thing I like to do is I just get a bowl here. This is sort of my trash bowl for these, and I just start scraping out the seeds and everything in there. If you want to leave seeds in, you can, but you're going to lose some room here for all the filling. And it does take a little bit of the heat out of here, but that's okay. So just until you get like that. Get another one here. And a spoon is just such an easy tool to use here. You might need a smaller spoon if your jalapenos aren't that big, but that's okay. Just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and clean the rest of these and we'll get on to mixing up our filling. Now for our filling, we're starting with 16 ounces of cream cheese. Now this may be too much, and if it is, I'll just fill a few more jalapenos off camera. And this has been softening at room temperature for about 45 minutes. That just makes it a little easier to work with. And to this, I'm gonna add about 5 ounces of pork chorizo. Now I fried this pork chorizo up and just let it cool a little bit. Now this chorizo needs to be fully cooked. You don't want to put raw pork chorizo in this because it may not fully cook out on the grill. The grill is really just to let that bacon crisp up and cook that to the level you want and warm everything up so it tastes great. Or if you were gonna do this in the oven, I would do it at say 350 degrees, and you're gonna do it until the bacon gets to the doneness you like. So we'll get our chorizo in here, and we're just gonna start mixing this all in together here. It's gonna take a little bit because this cream cheese, even though it's softened, takes a bit to get everything mixed together here. Another way you could do this is you could actually put, say, the cream cheese in the poppers first, then put the chorizo on top of that and wrap it with bacon, so you have options here. But I'm going with the mixing it all together option. And again, you could use some sort of shredded cheese here, a cheddar cheese, any kind of cheese you want. Poppers are easily customizable. That's what I love about them. All right, our filling looks good. Let's go ahead and fill our jalapenos and turn them into some poppers. So here is one of my jalapeno halves, and what I'm gonna use to fill this is just, a spoon. Get some of our chorizo cream cheese mixture. Get it in there. You can fill these as much as you want. I don't like to overfill them. That's about how I like them. Let me fill another one. Get our mixture in there. Spread it out. Get a little more on the end there. And that's all there is to it. I'm gonna go ahead and fill the rest of these, and then we'll move on to wrapping them with bacon. So here are our filled jalapeno halves, and now it's time to wrap them with bacon. Couple things here. You may not get full coverage all the way around. If you want to, you might need more than one piece. You may get it done just fine. I don't really mind if that happens, it's gonna be great. If you need to use a toothpick to hold the bacon in place, go ahead and do that. I've got toothpicks standing by. Remember, everything doesn't have to be perfect. If it tastes good and it pleases the people you're serving it to, it's a success. So let's take one of our jalapeno halves and a piece of bacon. And I like to start up here, and you can see this end. If you want to try and cover it, you can. So we've got that end covered. We're just going to kind of wrap it as good as we can here. See how much coverage we get. That looks pretty good. Let's do another one. So I'm just going to try and get a little flap over that end there. You can even kind of pull on the bacon a little bit to try and stretch it. It does have some give. So there you go. Now this one, because this flap is on the top, I may pin that with a toothpick. I may not. I'll decide out at the grill. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of these wrapped up, and then I will see you out at the grill. So when we got out to the grill, I was going to talk about something, which was you can make those poppers the day ahead, refrigerate them, and then put them on the grill the next day. Well, as it turned out, I had to do that. I came outside, it started raining. Now I can grill in the rain, but I got a bunch of cameras here, filming in the rain, not a good idea. So postponed it till today. We've got some nice weather. The Weber kettle is up to about 350 degrees. That's the temperature I want it. So let's go ahead and grill up our poppers. So I have a tray on here to place the poppers. That's really nice for taking them off. I also have an ambient temperature probe in here, and we're just using the Weber charcoal basket today. We'll make everybody fit. Sometimes I like to hit poppers that are wrapped in bacon with a little bit of barbecue rub, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm using Simply Marvelous Spicy Apple Rub. Just a little dusting on top here. All right, let's go ahead and get our lid on, let these grill up. We'll probably check them in about 20, 25 minutes, just see how they're doing. All right, we've been going 25 minutes. Let's check our poppers and we might give them a turn. Oh, those are looking good. And you can see we've got a little bit of oozing right here, which is totally normal. Now, when I said turn them, I don't mean turn them over. I mean rotate the tray. So I'm gonna turn this tray 180 degrees. And remember, this is about the doneness of the bacon you like. I like mine, as I usually say, AFS, acceptable floppy state. But for these, I like to take them just a little bit beyond that. So I'm guessing we've got probably about 20 minutes to go. So we'll come back in 20 minutes and see if we're done. All right, we've been going another 20 minutes. Let's check these poppers, and I think I'm gonna have a taste, and I think I'm gonna have a taste right out here so they're nice and hot. Those are looking fantastic. And again, if you want your bacon crispier, cook them a little bit longer, or maybe at a little higher temperature, maybe 375, 400, but you gotta watch them. You don't want everything to overcook and everything to ooze out, but that is looking fantastic. I'm gonna choose one for a taste here. I'll go with this guy. All right, here we go. Oh man, that's good. That chorizo in the cream cheese just adds a nice little punch of flavor. These are so simple to make. Everything in them works. Couldn't be happier.